Hi everyone. Welcome to the Raps call for today. I'm so sorry to let you know that our lovely Constantina won't be here since she has to attend a training in London. So I will be your Constantina for today, except with the Asian look, perhaps. Today we'll have a really exciting topic, which is swag. So I hope you're excited for that. And let me check the Etherpad. Please add your name if you attend this meeting in the Etherpad and let us know what is the first Mozilla swag that you received.
Can someone share the links of the Etherpad to the Telegram or post it to the Discord?
Sure thing.
Yeah. I
Okay, I
don't
will
find the
share
links
it.
on the Discord.
Oh, Daniel is faster. And add shout outs.
Cool.
Show some love for the fellow Mozillian who is doing a great job. And also we have a Remo event page actually, if you want to attend the page. Okie dokie. I see everyone is typing there. I enjoyed this first Mozilla Swag story there. Firefox 4? Oh my god, that is so old.
And
Okay.
I even have three.
Oh wow.
No idea why you will get three T-shirts, the same T-shirt.
Okay, so I see we have some shout outs there. First is for the Italian community for shipping the common voice in Italian language. So congratulations, especially for Daniele. I
Hmm.
think you had already mentioned that you're doing a really awesome job there. Another shout out for Daniele for being the 3 a.m. friend. Who sent that? I think it's Pradamesh. So congrats, Daniele. You got a lot of
Yes,
shout
that's me.
outs for today's. By the way, I perhaps need some help on the note taking. If anyone want to volunteer, feel free to add your name in the Etherpad. Okay, with that, I think let's just start with the first topic, which is about the swag for me. A little bit of background before I go into the survey result. So we have been doing this initiative, this local swag initiative from like by the end of 2016, so it's more than a year. It was actually an experiment, but it went well, so we decided to continue it until now. And so since it has been like more than a year, we think that it's a good time to reassess and see how people think about the initiative so far. And so we decided to organize this to conduct this survey, local survey in India. We've got like 20 something respondents. I think it's 24 respondents. I know it's not that much. It's not that many compared to the 90 something reps that we have in India, but I feel thankful for those people who already fill out the survey. So thank you so much. Um, so from the survey, um, we've got a pretty good result. Like for example, the NPS score is 11%, which is basically good. And if we deep dive into the category, we've got a pretty contrasting result. For example, uh, for the shipping, we've got a pretty good result there. Like people telling me that they're really satisfied with the shipping process because they can get the package for like in 2 days, so they really satisfied there. But for the other aspect, for like quality of the swag, some people say that they don't really satisfied with the result, with the quality of the swag, especially with the t-shirt. So right now, me and the local swag team in India, Prathamesh and Umesh, and by the way, thank you so much for Prathamesh and Umesh for all the hard work, in doing the local swag initiative. And we have been thinking to looking for another swag vendor for the t-shirt. um, so either we're looking for another vendor or we're gonna ship the t-shirt from the US. But yeah, we're thinking about those two options, but we haven't decided yet. Another thing from the survey that we've got is that we need to increase the a lot of people say that we need to increase the distribution of the swag, the diversity of distribution. For example, some people say that one reps get more swag than the other, so we might need to be a little more fair there. And another thing is about the transparency, which is I said I do a little improvement there by creating the website, not the website, creating a page to to let the reps know how many items that we have in the warehouse in India. I think from there we can see if that's helpful, and we can expand it to the global warehouse in the US. Yeah, we'll see from there. So that's for the result from the swag survey in India. But in general, I think not many people know, because we used to have one warehouse in the US, but right now actually we have some stock in the Berlin office. So if reps from the European country request for swag, now get it more quicker because we send it from the Berlin office. So I hope that it will also increase like the shipping time. So many people will get the package quicker than than we rather than we send it from the US warehouse. So yeah, I think in the future we'll move into a more local approach like that. So everything will be handled by local. So if any one of you wanted to perhaps request for a warehouse in their community, just let me know. I will be happy to talk about it. And yeah, um, is there any question about the swap, or perhaps you want to request some item, or you want to complain? So I see Irvin writing there.
Uh, no,
Do you want to verbalize
just
it?
ask. Yeah. Now, how many specs or how many requests are we processing in India, like yearly, to make us like thinking of build a warehouse there?
So because we have like lots of reps in India,
Mm-hmm.
we decided to create the warehouse there because we have lots of requests from India, obviously. Uh,
Yeah.
I think in terms of quantity, I get like around 5 requests per week from
Wow.
India. So that's why we decided to create a local warehouse there.
So it's like more than
Yeah.
300 of requests every year.
Yeah, around that, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, not always five every week, but yeah, that's just an estimation.
Is it save our money?
Sorry?
Is it save? Is it more cheap than like shipping from other place, or
Yeah,
actually
it's
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 more
far
cost?
cheaper. No, it's cheaper to send the package from the local instead of shipping the swag from the US every time.
Do
So
we
that's
do we
why
also
we
produce do we also produce those swags from locally, or we ship a batch of swags from US to the warehouse?
no, right now we produce it all locally, but since
Oh,
uh some people say that the t-shirt quality from the US is better than the t-shirt that they produce locally. So we're thinking to perhaps next we want to send the t-shirt from the US warehouse to India, or yeah, something like that. We'll see what we can do there.
cool.
Oh, how many processes are we requesting in India? Lots of reps. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah, I've already answered. Like I've already noted the answers as well.
yeah.
So yeah.
Also, since we're talking about swag, let me just mention it here since many people request for the Raps welcome pack, and I haven't really processed it since I think it's been a while. The reason is that because we're running out some items from the swag packs, so that's why I haven't sent you the pack. But another thing is that because I was waiting for the Raps rebranding before producing the new item, and so the item that you will get will be uh, in the new branding, in the latest branding. So I will surely get you an update as soon as we have a new update there. So yeah, be patient. Okie dokie. I don't think we have another swag question. So let's move into the second topic about the Common Voice launch in Italian language. So I will give the video room to Daniele.
Hi everybody, it's me, and this time to talk about what is working, what we made for the Common Voice in Italian. I've written everything in the doc, the Etherpad, but just to recap, we learned a lot about organizing because we saw different problem with Italian locals because we have a lot of dialects, so there is a lot of people that think that we don't need their accent because you probably don't know that here in Italy, with the distance of 20-30 kilometers, there is a different dialect or accent. So it's very easy to have a lot of them. So we have the problem to choose the sources. So one of the first things that the community asked before to start to work was, what are the sources? So it's very important to track them. Also, we saw that Italian has the problem of long sentences with a lot of words. And Common Voice has set them out for them. So we have to cut all the sentences. We also tracked all the sources and reviewed a lot of time. We started with the first release was with 7,000 sentences. The minimum is 5,000. And now we have more than 8,000 after reviewing and cutting all the sentences. And that's we worked also to remove all the bad words with the sentence with bad words because in Italian it's very easy to say bad words because for us it's normal. And when we don't have gestures, we have a lot of bad words. But so it was better for us to remove it to avoid any kind of problems, also for code of conducts. But they're for Italian, so all Italian can understand. But for any case, we removed all of them. So it's very important to check out these kind of things because we got a lot of different sources. I've written a little recap about them. I think the most interesting that apart of the stuff that we've written in the years as community from our guides as an example for localization, so or for our blog post or event report also from our volunteers, we found also different kind of resources like as an example the discourses of the popes of the last century in Italian as an example because they're public domain, so also stuff from the government. So we found a lot of different resources with a different kind of vocabularies that's very important to improve the quality and the entropy of the local. Also, we added a lot of way to say proverbs and tongue twister because we have a lot of them to also add more different kind of content. So we worked a lot on gathering the resources and later started to write the sentences and with scripts to clean up, put the dots where missing, the uppercase with the letter, removing the same sentences to etc. So this is what we learned. One of the things that we saw that after we shared the blog post after a week after the release, we got already a good reaction from our community because in a week I asked the Common Voice the statistics say that Italian in a week without no promotion outside the community got like 900 of clips recorded in a week. So for us, it's a huge number in a week without promotion. And after we shared our blog post with the screens that explain everything, because not many people understand what is machine learning, what this means, a voice recognition, privacy, all these kind of things together. Also with the example of what you can do with this technology. Now we also start receiving requests from newspapers or national newspapers to talk about that, because many people see that it's very important to improve also the this awareness about this kind of technology. So we will see in the next week about covering this start from newspapers and whatever. So this is what from the Italian side, and I leave the floor.
I see Arvin is typing the his experience with the Taiwan launch. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah, I
Arvin,
can.
do you want to
can
talk about it?
Yeah, we also launched Common Voice on last 2 weeks ago, June 30, and we just do a little promotion on social network, which is like this is the most easy contributing things you can do, just recording your voice. And I found that it's super interesting for people to play Common Voice itself, and some core contributors even record like 1,000, more than 1,000 sentences in 2 days. It's super like heavy contribution, and it the most the most time cost part of launching a language is preparing the sentence. We gather the sentence from around 5 contributors, donating their novels, their chat logs, and their like blog. And I also get some articles from local government press release because which it is in public domain, and took me like 10 hours to prepare 2,000 sentences. That breaking the document into sentence and remove and make it more like common and more interesting, and yeah, things like that. Make it shorter for people to make the sentence the sentence longer. So yeah, it's very popular now in Taiwan around contributors, and we will have small meetups. We will have a Common Voice meetups with Michael. They are traveling to Taiwan next week, so we will host the event in next Thursday with 70 people. It's fully booked, and yeah, and after you have the basic outcome of the project, you can talk to the local language researchers. I have found like 2 professors who is doing the language researching for and the language in the medical college, and they are very interesting in our projects because that we already gather more data than their researchers than the researchers that the data we gather in 1 week is more than the data they get in like more than 3 years of that, something like that. So it's very interesting for them, and we see a lot of opportunity to co-work with local language researchers to doing more researching or getting more ideas about how to launch in other languages, that other smaller languages or Aboriginal languages with Common Voice's help. Yeah, that's my quick share.
Thank you, Arvin and Daniela. Do we have a question for them? I actually have one. So I wonder if there is any like requirement to have any certain kind of topic in the sentences. For example, like we have to have the tag related sentence, for example, or we need to have health or any kind of social thing sentence in the, like the sentence. Is there any kind of requirement like that, or it's free for us to add whatever we want to?
It's free.
There were
It's better to have a little bit of every kind of topic because you can have a better gloss. As an example, we mixed the
Yeah.
Italian phrases with the English technical terms from, I don't know, physics or IT stuff. So it's better to have a huge diversity of terms. In that way, you can train at the best way everything. For the reason I put the example where we taken the sources, because it's better to have a lot of different of them. It's a huge work to review all of them, sure, as was saying Irvin. But with a teamwork that's work, it's possible to do it. You can split pretty well this work. The first point is to gather all the resources and validate for the license. It's very important. They have to be public domain or Creative Commons 0, or to ask the permission. This is very, very important, because without that, this is a problem for your work. You cannot work on something that you have no sure of the license. So this is very important too.
Yeah, I think the goal of Common Voice is to gather the language data of daily talk. So chat log, things like chat log or like play of the scripts, the play or the script, and things like that will be better. And yeah, especially chat logs, like daily talk. Yeah, not really like not poetry, but more Kanban dialogues. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. Do we have any other question? I didn't think so. So let's jump into the third topic, which is the council update from Prathamesh, who is still writing.
Council updates. Okay, guys, so we have some interesting council updates this week. So the first is about mentors, all right? So the reps mentors, we have created a separate section on the discourse, as in we won't be continuing with the mailing list. And what we have done is on the Mozillians, we have created a group and we have invited all the reps mentors to join that group. I request all the reps mentors to hit the invite accept button and just get into the club. The second update from the council is regarding the onboarding screening team. To let you guys know about it, we had opened an application for reps to join the onboarding screening team, and we would be closing it after this call. The third update is about reps mentors and alumni. So the mentors who have been moved to alumni, we were having around 50 plus mentor reps who were without a mentor, and as of now the number is 30, which we are happy, as in we have reduced the number. The next update is about the Bugzilla. Right, on the Bugzilla, we are kind of removing 2 activities which were regarding planning and add-ons, and we are soon continuing to community IT request, and it will be moving to MWCS. The next is about the H2 2018 reps plan. So for the people who don't know what this is, we would be publishing a blog post. In this blog post, we would be covering what exactly the plan is and how and what do we see as future for the REST program. in the coming quarters. The next thing is about All Hands. Yes, the blog post is ready and it would be soon published on Discourse. The next thing as an update is regarding the newsletter team. As you all know that the newsletter team was formed, and as of now we have 2 reps, a part of the newsletter team, and one reps council member, which is Mayur, as a part of the newsletter team. So the newsletter team is rocking harder and harder, and I'm sure that you would be able to see a newsletter popping up in your inbox soon. And the last update from the council from this week is regarding the Mozilla Reps logo. Yes, it's coming soon. Any questions, guys?
Do you have any question for Prathamesh?
Dum-dum-dum-dish. Thank you, guys.
Okie dokie. So, do you have any other topic?
There is a new shutout.
Oh, let me check. For out on the Activate Rewrite. Oh, I think I knew who wrote this. You're welcome. Okie dokie. So since we don't have any other topic, I will leave you guys. So thank you so much for coming into this call, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.